Hello, folks. This episode of Spirituality, The Journey, is about the logistics of being spiritual. I am going to include a partial lesson from Spiritual Meanings. It is one of hundreds of spirituality websites that will give you insight and wisdom to the intricate design being spiritual means. As you research the website you come upon for the lessons about spirituality, you will notice few have the same opinion or lesson about being spiritual. It is a matter of perspective and the education behind the people putting their thoughts and knowledge about the spiritual aspects of what is a spiritual journey. And the design of each message is to teach you, give an education, about spirituality and how you use it in your life. There are many aspects to the way one will take the information and apply it to their life. It is set to be at your pace of learning and researching the information throughout the internet, or if prefer looking up the books about spirituality from other venues. The easiest way to find the spirituality information on the internet is to put in the search, the essence of spirituality, or something similar. Even if you use the word spirituality, you will get thousands of websites about being spiritual. On occasion I use the internet to bring educational teachings that one may use along with what I am presenting, to enhance the understanding and education of what being spiritual is all about. It is the best of both worlds, my teachings along with the lessons of other people's perspective about spirituality. I am far from being an experienced teacher of spirituality. Even though I have spent years studying it, there is always more to learn out in the vast confines of the internet. I enjoy passing that information to the readers of my podcasts, so they too can benefit from the lesson as well. We all have some form of inner voice that comes through for many reasons. Mine is where some of my creativity comes from. It is also a guide from the Great Spirit and his angels and spirits. They are out there in the universe, giving direction and help through the prayers many send as their connection to the Great Spirit. I pray often and for different reasons. Usually though, I pray for my health to improve, amongst other personal reasons. The blessings take time to come. Some are quiet and happen without my being present to the notion my prayer was answered. Some come through and I give thanks for the blessing that happened in my life. Oh, it is not often that a blessing comes through for one, but they do happen, and if mindfully present to the fact you got a blessing sent your way, well, it is a miraculous feeling to say the least. It is part of being spiritual. The connection to the higher power is all about spirituality. How in your belief and faith that your spiritual journey is progressing to the point of knowing when one's prayer has been answered. Then the lessons are taking hold and becoming a part of life, living with the design how one is connected to the higher power. The path is not hard to find. Sometimes, some people have trouble understanding the logistics of being spiritually enhanced, living with the spiritual beliefs they need for the lessons to take hold. There is when prayers and meditation come into the picture. It keeps you grounded and lets the teachings come through without having barriers holding you back from the meaning of spirituality. Thus, the journey has no difficulty in taking you where you need to be in the progression of finding your spiritual path. One will know when the right choice has been made. And you will find there are going to be a lot of choices along your path that need your attention for the right path to be had. If fall to the false prophets out on the internet, or even in some books, the journey will not take one down the true path and the lessons will be a waste of time. One will lose the time spent reading or listening to the false teachings and then when realize they made a mistake, have to go back and start all over again. At least to the point where they got lost from the righteous truism spirituality has for one to learn by. I myself have made mistakes when first started out learning about spirituality. I thought what I was reading sounded like the right path for me to learn by. A few months later, I found out the person I was reading from was not who he says he was. I did some research on him and the reviews were really bad. I should have did that first. Looked into who this person was and the website he proposed to be about spirituality. Now, I can pick out the false prophets very quickly. As time goes on you will too be able to see the false direction the website or book is trying to persuade you to be about spirituality. Now this was short but there is more reading to do with the information I will post along with this podcast. May peace be with you. Albert L. Wade, Jr. https://www.youtube.com. Put my full name in the search and it will take you to my podcasts. Please read my posts as well. The link is on the webpage. https://www.enchantedwordsessence.com. A blog, a path, enchanted words. Websites related to spirituality. What does it mean to be spiritual? Inner peace. What is the essence of spirituality? Discovering deeper connection and purpose in your life. Solved. What is spirituality? Unveiling its essence and impact. Partial lesson from Spiritual Meanings website. The essence of being in spiritual awakening. Understanding spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening is often described as a sudden or gradual shift in consciousness where an individual becomes more aware of their true nature and the interconnectedness of all life. It can be triggered by various life events such as trauma, grief, meditation, or moments of profound insight. However it arises, awakening marks the beginning of peeling away layers of conditioned identity to reveal a deeper, more authentic self. Unlike intellectual understanding or belief systems, spiritual awakening is experiential. It is felt deeply within the being, a direct realization that transcends words and concepts. This realization often leads to a heightened sense of peace, clarity, compassion, and purpose. The essence of being, presence beyond thought. The essence of being refers to the pure state of existence beyond mental constructs and emotional turbulence. It is the silent presence that underlies all experience. In everyday life, we are often caught up in constant thinking, planning, worrying, or reminiscing. Our identity becomes entangled with thoughts about the past or future, creating a fragmented sense of self. Spiritual awakening invites us to step out of this mental noise and rest in the present moment, the now. In this state, awareness becomes spacious and unbounded. Instead of identifying exclusively with thoughts or feelings, we become aware of them without attachment. Time loses its grip. The past and future fade into irrelevance as attention rests fully in the immediate experience. Inner stillness emerges. A calm presence arises beneath the fluctuations of mood and thought. Authentic self shines through. Without mental clutter obscuring it, our true nature, pure consciousness, becomes apparent. This essence of being is not something to acquire or achieve but rather to recognize as already present within us at all times. The role of mindfulness and meditation. One of the most effective ways to connect with the essence of being during spiritual awakening is through mindfulness and meditation practices. These disciplines help cultivate sustained attention on the present moment, allowing habitual thought patterns to become less dominant. Mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of observing whatever arises in experience without judgment or resistance. By gently bringing awareness back whenever the mind wanders, we learn to disidentify from incessant mental chatter and emotional reactions. Over time, this practice reveals that beneath these transient experiences lies a stable center, the essence of being. Meditation. Meditation deepens this connection by systematically quieting the mind and turning inward toward pure awareness. Regular meditation experiences can foster heightened sensitivity to subtle states of consciousness, greater emotional resilience, enhanced intuition and insight into life's deeper dimensions. Through these practices, spiritual awakening unfolds naturally as we tune into our inner stillness rather than external distractions.